Hey guys, so I figured I'd do a video real quick, a short one. Um, a quick catch up on everything. So I have surgery on the 22nd, and I don't know what I'll be doing my downtime, but this one should be I mean, there's gonna be more, but this one should be. I mean, this is the main one, the one that I'm worried about, painful and stuff. But after that, it's all downhill, and then at some point, this will all be in the past, and I will be able to shoot videos where I feel comfortable being on camera again. So let's see. So moving on, something new is paranormal hunting, and I phrase it like that because there's other entities besides ghosts out there. Like I learned recently, skinwalker hunting is a thing, even though I don't believe in it stuff. I mean, I'm a skeptic when it comes to ghosts or paranormal like that. Or said that wrong. Sorry, my allergies are bothering me, so my throat's all messed up, and I'm brain dead right now. But so yeah, there will you should you'll start seeing ghost videos once I start getting heavily going. I've already purchased a really nice EMF device, which also does radio frequency and temperature changes. I'm not sure if that one does the temperature. And I got a spirit box, which if you people don't know what that is, it basically sweeps all FM or AM. I could switch to either or. All radio frequencies, and your goal is to hear disembodied voices over multiple frequencies, which should not happen. That's not how radio frequency works. If you're if you're looking at one spectrum or frequency, the other spectrum, is not going to touch that area. Yeah, talk about physics. And yeah, this is YouTube. But okay, so moving on. So yeah, you'll get some paranormal videos going on. Let's start locally. I'll have a database and companion website to go with it. I'm still trying to come up with a cool name. Can't call it Ghost Hunters because that's probably already taken, and then we're doing more than ghosts. So should we call ourselves Hunters? Should I go with Hunters of Hex because Hex is my brand name? Uh, something like that. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I thought you guys would like to hear that, and I got some. I got my buddy Joe. He's into it. He's already got camera gear and spare batteries for the camera and that kind of stuff. So he's got that area taken care of. My buddy Matt said he'd be down as long as it's work permissible. Um, okay, so moving on. Okay, so I was thinking, okay, I'll shoot a video on knowledge of the dam. So here we are. We got this under piracy, what, a couple seasons ago. Um, so yeah, you start out with that stuff, and then it just is improved melee against them. And so keep that in mind. This army of the dam does not count with SODs. So even though it says army of the dam, which I believe originally was phrased, soldiers of the dam. Now you can ambiguously encompass the ships of the dam, but it doesn't apply. I believe people have tried even manning the cannons, not being captain, and it still didn't change anything. So going over the items then list. So first thing you're want to do is you're going to want to pull up AnyHack's resource page, and you're going to want to find a altar. The altar every minute or whatever it is spawns one cursed piece of wood. You'll need about 500 for each stage of the lesser things, give or take. The temple is your main goal. That's I don't I just looked at it. It's a lot of bones. I mean a lot of cursed wood. So moving on, the other resource you got to gather is chipped bones. I call them cursed bones. So it's whatever. Um, those are a transient node, and so you have to go find fireflies at one of the zones that has it. and place the gravedigger. That's, as you can see, that's what opens up when you unlock it. Place a gravedigger, it'll collect it, and then it'll actually, I think, even out of range of the warehouse will collect it. I've seen. I mean, I believe that's what's going on with my situation here. It's not in the warehouse range at all, and it's still collecting it, which is cool. So yeah, if it's not near your base, you could still collect it. Maybe it'll even collect it on a different island in the zone. Who knows? But it is transient. I think every month it's when it changes. It'll be located different spots on the islands that they spawn. That's how you get the chip bone. Um, moving on, the I don't even know how to pronounce it. The weapon is like no different than the sword as far as damage. So, and there's no blueprints. I don't see an advantage unless somebody wants to comment below saying, "Oh, there's this fighting style advantage. You know, you could block this. You know, whatever." Leave a comment. Let me know. I just don't see it, and I wasn't really thinking about it last time I held one because this time around I didn't craft one. So let's see. I guess the song stone. Okay, I haven't fully done it. I have one placed. You only get one per company, and it has to be placed near the altar. That's the downside. I'll get to the other ones in a second. When you first interact with it, it grants you a verse book. Okay, wait, I'm unclear. I think it's the book that's one per company, and then the stones is not necessarily matter as far as that, because you still charge them and stuff. So yeah, the stones gather charge over time, and then you take the verse book back, and then as I said, I haven't tried any of them. It's probably all verse the damn kind of songs, and it's all done from the war drums. It's not, you can't use the accordion with the NPC. So that's that. And it's not, doesn't take that much to craft. But yeah, you gotta have that basically right by the altar. And from my experiences, the altar's a hotbed for P versus P. Like, and even if they don't want to do that, these idiots, they'll just troll you because they know people want to try it. So on this season, G4, that altar is a shit show. I get mine from I got an altar elsewhere. I realized there was one closer, and I don't have to deal with the troll drama and shit. All right, moving on. So we got the ritual pedestal. Now that one I thought was cool. You can you can use them to summon a fog, which I think is broken. I mean, I saw animation happen, but like no fog happened. So I don't know if that's working, or if maybe I had to place it on like the ground of the island and not up mountaintop. But there's that, and I thought that was a cool tactic for defense. Um, but the main thing about the ritual pedestal is if you could collect hearts within, I think it's 200 hearts within 17 minutes. You just go around killing things, and I don't think you bring the hearts to the altar, but everything you kill will drop a heart. It's a bogus little icon, and it looks like just random debris. It doesn't drop in their corpse or go into your inventory as you're chopping up whatever. Um, so yeah, there's that, and then what that does is if you collect, I don't know, 200 or whatever, you can summon the dam to defend your islands, your base, basically. Which I don't know if it's working right now because the fog thing doesn't seem to be working, but whatever. That still seems like a pretty cool defense. But all right, moving on. You got the burial mound and then the voodoo totem. I can't remember which is which, but one basically allows you to eat rotten meat, which I thought was kind of neat. And the only benefit to the other one too is that the other one basically drops rotten meat, is what I read, but I don't see that happening. But anyways, so you could eat the rotten meat and not incur any penalties. So that means no harm, no disease, no bringing down your vitals in any regard. But at the same time, it doesn't do anything as far as your hunger. So it's like, why would you bother doing that? You're not at first, because at first I thought you're skipping the cooking phase, that you would still get what is that, vitamin C, I can't remember, and so you'd still be getting that, but you wouldn't have to cook your meat. But no, I don't. I literally don't see the point of why it's doing that. Even when if it was just to skip the cooking phase of it. I'm really doubting I'm missing any angle to that, but even though that's what they were intending. Okay, so yeah, the one does the eat the raw, and the other supposedly makes everything drop rotten meat, which I'm not seeing working. The icon in the lower right with the belly and the food, that's the rotten. That's I think the voodoo one, and then the empty icon, which is a mystery, which to me indicates that it's not an effect. That's the one for, I think, the burial mound effect. And let's see. So yeah, you see the voodoo one can say safely eat spoiled meat. The burial mound one buff, not giving anything other than telling the name of itself, even though it's all mixed in together and you can't really see too old. So what else we got? Okay, so the burial mound and the voodoo totem don't have to be placed near the altar. So you basically everything other than the soul stone, uh, you just craft it at your crafting table, which also has to be placed by the altar, and then craft it there, and then place it elsewhere, because that's just a shit show, those places. But am I forgetting anything else? As I said, the armor that you get, I mean, or just like the weapon, it's nothing of interest. And not seeing it there makes me think that you have to, you have to have secrets of armor or whatever it is tied in, which I don't on this character. Most of I have a secondary character for crafting, so I can focus on that. But the cursed temple, that takes a lot of cursed wood and cursed bone. And I mean, we're talking like at least a whole month of maybe multiple locations. Definitely not gonna get, I don't think, enough curse bone, but that's your less concern. It's more about the wood that's the issue, because you're talking, I think it was like 30,000 cursed wood, and every minute one cursed wood spawns, and then take into account that other people are probably logging in and just logging to loot it, like bed hopping and stuff. So that's that. And what else do we got left on here? I don't know the difference between Great Temple and Cursed Temple as far as what I've seen. I don't think Cursed Temple, Great Temple is a placeable. Maybe it's a stage. I don't know. Some of these are in. Oh, so some of these are in stages. You got the foundation you place first, then the framework, and then you place the actual thing there. And one thing I noticed that happened earlier, a couple hours ago, is that my temple foundation decayed. And even if I mean, I can't place it next to my base because these things, the foundations are hard to place. Just, run around, see what turns blue, and then hope it's somewhere you like it. But, so I placed my temple foundation, a little ways, not too far off, but not directly near my base, my mountain pillar. And within a day, it just decayed. It literally decayed after I had placed the burial mound and the voodoo totem, which was weird because if anything, it should be 9 days, and I'm living next door, so it's either it hasn't been 9 days, or the fact that I'm living right there and it should have refreshed just like everything else on the island. Okay, so last but not least, the sarcophagus is an add-on to the temple where you get there's no cooldown. It's an instant, you could instantly resurrect, which it's kind of cool, but I mean, I've never run into many situations where I had to wait on a bed timer before I like fought off a raid or something. Because you're not going to be on a ship being able to incorporate that, obviously, because that's got to go in the temple. So beyond this, I believe which I'm starting to think does make. I think you might need industrial included in this. Where's automation? Yeah, see, I think these, even though these are labeled as industrial, you could place them in there in the temple, because otherwise the temple doesn't really make any sense. I could be wrong. I have seen those studies show up on the crafting table at the, what do you call it? The altar of the dam. It could be a bug. Who knows? I mean, if you don't get the uh, the study room benefits just like the industrial, I don't see really any advantage of doing this. I mean, you get a cool looking temple, which one of my acquaintances said that it's good for dragon raids. I guess he meant Drake, but yeah. But I haven't had any Drake related base raid problems. I don't build with wood. Nobody should, and then I don't think they can do any damage to anything non-wood wise. It's not like you're like living on a ship on the shore and then the thing flies down and burns your shit to shit. Um, but yeah, that's the end of this video for the most part. Other than one other news to announce. I'll be picking back up getting that server built up and running. I think I kind of know what the problem is, but I still need to check decide on a part. But other than that, no. The good news is I'm on fiber optic now, so I'm on the 1 GB bundle, the 1 gig bundle. That's up and down, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean cable you don't get nothing like that as far as up goes, but yeah, it's the server up matters as far as even though yeah. But yeah, besides the lamp aspect, I would like to host a game, maybe my own at some future date. My made game, MMO wise or such. So I'm sorry, my mom. I look over to see a conversation I'm having with her, and I'm like, where? Why would you? Yeah, I can't talk about it in this video, but it's just like, why would I? Yeah, I'm not clarifying because that's too sensitive. But yeah, so that's how Knowledge of the Dam works. I don't know if it's really worth it to be honest. I don't think so. Uh, I'll probably update this if I get to the point where I have made the temple and I could tell you whether those studies, even though they're not listed as knowledge of one, or I said that wrong. Knowledge of old ones. Uh, yeah, we'll cross that bridge at a later date. But so after the surgery and after like everything that wise gets done with, I should be making more content, especially like live videos, not gaming, music wise. You got the paranormal stuff that'll start happening. Stuff where I'm more on camera and just more content in general. Uh, Not necessarily because I mean, because I'm not gonna be on camera most days, but yeah. But yeah, I'll be less distracted by a million things that I have to focus on. I did have to put Squeaky to sleep recently, which sucks. I didn't mean to end on a down note like that, but yeah, it sucks. Maui's doing okay. I think he's done grieving. He did go through a period of where his behavior was just odd. Um, but yeah, any questions, let me know in the comments. The usual, routine that these people say at the end of their videos. Alright, peace out, guys.